The job of the National Assembly is not to agree with the executive. I don't think Congress anywhere in the world does that. By the constitutional design, the executive proposes what they intend to do, and then the representative of the people in Congress, so National Assembly, as is our own case in Nigeria, decides what is the priority, since they represent the people. And as such, it's going to be a naughty area that may continue to define the relationship between the executive and the legislature. But if you look at it, whether it is Britain, US, wherever it is always a strength, this issue of budget, because it deals with high stakes distributional issues as to who get what, which part of Nigeria gets this and that. So it will continuously be an issue. But as leaders, we shouldn't be defined by those issues. Rather, we should define those issues by forging consensus when they arise. And that is the path to progress, and we'll continue to do that. I thought the issues he was raising was that there were certain reductions that were made in the budget, and in some subheads increases were made. And such reduction may make it a bit difficult for some of those projects to be implemented. But he said that it's an ongoing process, and he will have a discussion with the leadership of the National Assembly to see what they will be able to do in order to put that behind them and then execute whichever critical projects that suffered some form of cuts in the process of passing the budget from the National Assembly. But above all, I think what I heard him say very, very clearly is the issue of aligning the appropriation period from January to December, just like it is the case in the private sector. And I think that can really be achieved. But it must start with the early and timely submission of the budget before the National Assembly from the executive. We're in a situation where the budget is submitted in December, even if you shut down the entire work of the National Assembly, there's no way you can achieve the January deadline. So going forward, this is a collective exercise between the executive and the legislature. We've always made the point that the budget is a law, and being a law, it falls within the purview by constitutional design of the National Assembly to make the law. And in most cases, it is the National Assembly that decide how federally generated receipts should be expended. And the National Assembly took that decision. We're glad that the President has signed